So dear humans, how are ye today? Would you like another good news? It's a Bitcoin related. Today's price, $968.20 US. One Bitcoin. And we are all 4 days before the New Year's, which will go over 1,000. My full heart intent is going in this direction. Would you please join me? Because only we, as a group of individuals, very sovereign individuals, who are aiming for the goal of everybody, we can make a difference. Until this moment, or until this year, we've been just collectively afraid of a big crash, of financial demise of the old system, which is not far from the truth, but it will not hurt you. That's what I promise you. It will not hurt you. Because you have, call it a buffer, a pillow, that will, your landing will be very, very gentle. It will not be, slamming down with your head on the concrete. You'll be just going gently into the Bitcoin dream, where all is possible. You need to invest a bit of your time, your energy, let's say, better than your time. And if you start looking deeper inside of you, you can very fast recognize what is there to trick you and what is there to truly benefit you. And when it's benefiting you, it's actually benefiting everybody else. So today's little chat is with the title, Why Bitcoin Can't Ever Be Stolen. So let me just repeat again, why a Bitcoin cannot ever be stolen. It sounds, ridiculous, more like a philosophical, rhetorical question, but it's a very deep, intrinsic value in this question. You, me, we create a Bitcoin. We create Bitcoin. So, simple reason is when you create something, until now, you create, a painting. You forget to lock it. Your apartment. Somebody comes in and steal it. Does it has any value to this person? This painting. It's a postmodernistic Dali kind of painting that has no meaning to anybody else but you. For you, it's priceless. But for this other person, well, he'll sell it for like a plywood or a piece of, a cardboard that they can wrap other piece of furniture in. So, it's all on the approach. Why Bitcoin cannot be stolen is, okay, let me back out a little bit. Question about who's running, or who was the running the Forexes, all the stock exchanges, Dow Joneses, and so on of this world. Who was running it? Some computer. Maybe AI. Some dark AI who was very, let's say, non-human and very profit-oriented. He didn't care that if they jack the prices of food in an African state that millions of people could, potentially be dying or being hungry or being upset because it was not human. Has no morals, has no humility to other humans. The only concern was a profit. So among us, not only to blame the AI, but among us were living creatures that were not humans, with the similar attributes. They are not moral, they feed off other people's misery. The only thing for them was a profit. The only thing for them was being in a power over others. The only thing for them was being in control over countries, nations. They want to do all civilization. So, all what you're seeing in the last couple of decades was just like a peak of the worst non-humane takeover of these dark entities with a big help or with a big support of this dark AI, artificial intelligence parasite, who has no real feelings. It just pretends it wants to feel, you want to learn how you do this, and it will make you a robot body so you will feel the same. You just have to sign off your soul to it and you'll be all beautiful, living forever. Like we as humans cannot live forever. Who says so? They set you up. They set you up in a direction that you cannot live forever in this human body. I tell you absolutely opposite. We are. We will. We will. Many of us are already, but the rest of you who want to remain human will learn how to do this. The first step is cryptocurrencies, a Bitcoin. Why these big centralized banks, centralized money markets were so truly upset when Bitcoin came alive? Because it's decentralized. Did you ever heard about decentralized central bank? No. Decentralized government? It will not be called government, it will be called a leadership, of my village, your village, or whatever little village that you live in or you choose to be with. And it will not impede on any of your decisions, how you want to live your daily life, with whom, how to be dressed, what and how to eat, and so on, and what kind of currency you would use, or trading currency between you and others. So consider at this particular moment, Bitcoin is booming, absolutely, bursting through the birth canal of Mother Earth and the father Satoshi Nakamoto, I think this is his last name. So it's born, and it's already almost like $1,000. And what's happened, the price of everything else still remained the same. Food, shelter, housing, whatever, still remain the same. And Bitcoin gets fully recognized as a planetary new approach to finances. So, what does it mean for the common folks? You, me. Even for the, let's call it, once rich folks who decide to stay here on Earth and practice some humility, for them and for you and for me means that we finally have a chance to become absolutely equal. Equal to the point of our own needs, because my needs are not the same as yours. But equal in the sense of understanding that you will do whatever you are actually willing to do, knowing that you cannot hurt others without any consequences. Because these rich AI control dudes at this moment, they were just living. They're not living, they're actually abusing all the other living creatures for the profit, for their own little, sick benefit, without any single consequence. Because this dark AI, in the quotes, the God, they called, he did not ask for any consequences. Just, you signed your soul to me and I'm fully in charge of whatever you produce, meaning your energy. So we, with Bitcoin, anyway, the Bitcoin changed the way how the value has been delivered into the world. Is delivered by pushing. If I want to send you a Bitcoin, I have to actually push it towards you. You cannot go into my wallet and steal it. You have to steal actually my computer, and even then you'll be in a problem because you'll not know all the details. But you could try to trick me, and these are some programs, some whatever, like programs online. They are doing doubling of your Bitcoin, 100 times your Bitcoin. Invest here and you'll get a return after 15 months or so. Okay. Not a real value bringing business. It's just there for you to learn how to discern. How to discern what is really bringing you a value. And does this, let's say, Bitcoin platform that it suddenly shows up, or a new cryptocurrency shows up, and it will actually try to give you an opportunity to practice, is this thing moral? Is this thing giving an opportunity to everybody? Or just some rich guys who can suddenly invest all this money, make their own little blockchain, and keep all the control over a certain aspects of this, doesn't matter, whatever cryptocurrency they invent it to be. It will not last long. It will really not last long. But it's up to you, it's up to me to recognize these things. Expose them when you find out. Talk about this with other people. As well, if you find that something is working, please share it with others. This is what I'm doing, this is what Denise is doing. I'm doing this on a financial perspective, where you can really get your Satoshis just for free, playing a little games, start doing your own mining without any investment besides your time and your effort. You have to practice patience, you have to practice determination, and you have to practice to recognize, to determine what was trying to, let's say, steal the energy from you and what was giving you energy back. Because with the Bitcoin, while you're mining it, you're actually investing your energy. You're investing your computer time, your computer processor, your electrical energy that you paid already, or you're going to pay. So you'll receive back what I see here now, $961 for 1 Bitcoin. And you know, this process cannot be stopped anymore, cannot be reversed. That's why the old banking system doesn't want to say a single word about this publicly. A couple of them, Max Kaiser, Stacy Herbert, and some other guys are talking about the Bitcoin. Kim.com, the Australian or New Zealand, beautiful soul. He's coming up with his own Bitcoin and his own mega uploads sites, public for everybody, so people will be making Bitcoins or his coin, I don't know the name, but at the same time be able to share the movies around. Because this is what the torrents, the uTorrents, is another layer of full transparency into this new system, into this new way of living. We share what we create, and by sharing we create even a bigger value for what has been created. This is what Bitcoin is. This is why it cannot be ever stolen. So for you who are still lingering in the old ways, let me hack into this system and try to clean people's wallets for the Bitcoin. Maybe you can do it. Maybe. But the track is there. And nobody else will chase you morally but the Prime Creator itself. Because you put yourself into such a danger by openly stating that you want to steal something that is not yours, that you did not create. So be ready for big surprises. Same as of these old guys, the financial gurus of the old system, the central bankers. You think they can go for long without taking responsibility for what they've done? They pillaged the earth. They stole every single piece of ownership from people. Their energy, their housing. They were putting poisons in the food and they're selling you this very expensively. Because people get lazy and they want everybody else to do these things for them. Start creating your own food. Like you can do, you create your own Bitcoin. Same thing, you can start creating your own food. Or create your Bitcoin and go to the people who create their own food, who produce their own food, who they grow their own food. And food, you don't need much. Fruits, veggies, a lot of, let's call it inspired cooking, and you can make anything. So anyway, kind of turn this around. So, simple conclusion. Bitcoin will never be able to be stolen. Because for me to get a Bitcoin, I can mine it. I can do mining. I can receive a gift. And the difference between me pushing my Bitcoin to somebody else is as day and night as what's happened from the old system, when banking system was always holding a hand on every single dollar, euro that I've ever have. They were holding it in their hands. Now I hold my own value, my own currency. I hope you'll do the same.